So we're still on the why part of filmmaking, and the reason it's important to think about it is that it influences the choices that you make when you film things. Audiences watch videos for a variety of reasons: to become informed, to be entertained, to learn something specific, and a bunch of reasons in between as well. And it's important to at least give a nod to that whilst you're putting something out into the world. It means we can all be more thoughtful about not cluttering up the information highways with content that could just be a little bit better if we thought things through a little more. Now, I'm not saying you've got to have your own writer's room, but as soon as we realize that our videos could be elevated just by thinking about them beforehand, it'll actually make them a lot easier to make too. So as long as it has a point, your audience should get out of it what you want them to. That could be as simple as seeing the thing that you think is really cool. Maybe it's emphasizing a problem in the field that needs to be talked about, or perhaps it's explaining a part of your science that needs really careful unpacking because it's complex, niche part of your research. All of these require just a little bit of outlining before putting them out into the wider world. They may also need different amounts of visual and audio aids to make that point. You might need some shots of the thing that you're trying to talk about, or you might need some graphics on the screen to name your interviewee, or maybe just some extra audio of that bird that you've been trying to record for ages. These are all extras that you can put on top to help make your point. The more advanced we get with filmmaking, the more we'll leverage these skills to help tell the story that you want. But it's important to know that the foundation that science filmmaking is built on is telling your story. If you build from that, then everything else you do will be a better version of what it might have been. And all the tools that you accumulate, and there are many, all the skills you acquire will all be based on a stable footing of story being number one. So head out and watch as many films as you possibly can and think about the science stories that you're trying to tell.